All right, Shalom, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wa'akwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this bound captivity. This is Brother Kawaka coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, I don't know why. Today's lesson, we're going to get into, a couple of, we're actually just going to flow through the Spirit, all right? So, first things first, I really want to get into, this first aspect. Fuck. Is this good? Slocky. All right. So, the first thing I want to get into is the first topic is the enmity that's being increased. All right, a lot. Something you might not have noticed. All right, or you may or may not have noticed. All right, is how Esau is basically starting to bare his fangs more, as well as show just how much he hates Israel, all right? And what I mean by that is how he really just hates people seeing Jake and even his media, all right? Now, the thing about this is, let me get this. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right. Now, the key thing to look at here is how, iniquity, evil is growing on the earth. All right. We see a lot more, people willing to, bare their fangs, show just how much they hate one another, all right? And as a result of that, honestly, I'm not going to lie, it's not yet. Initially I was a little apprehensive, but, it's not that bad. I think the Lord, call Laim La Yahawadah to Yahawah, call Laim La Yahawadah for warming me up in this cold weather. All right, I'm feeling pretty okay to do it. But anyway, as I was saying, with the whole iniquity shall abound, like evils is growing. All right, there was already that whole internal war, civil war, not a literal civil war, but just a war in general going on with Democrats, Republicans, and now we have Jacob and Esau once again, all right, and this is in the form of them hating us, just hating us, hating the sight of us slaughter, all right. And I just did a lesson on this not too long ago, or I believe just yesterday, today, where I spoke more in depth about it, all right, where just with the movie The Little Mermaid, all right, where they changed Ariel to be an Eve, okay, that type of stuff is intentional, all right. Esau did that on purpose in order to rile up the spirit in Esau, all right, and his people to hate us even more. Say like, oh, look at this, they're taking our jobs, they're taking our stuff, all right. And also, funnily enough, I've only heard it from Edomites where if Donald Trump deports all of the illegal immigrants, I think illegals from America, do you know what's gonna happen? He said that the Edomites said, the Edomites that work in those fields, they said that there's gonna be a whole big issue. Like they're going to lose all their workforce, because no American, and when I say American, no American as in anyone that lives in America wants to wake up at 4 in the morning to go and do these laborious work, these laborious jobs. All right, it's only these Jakes, all right, that are going out to do that. All right, and and as a result of that, like this is like the Edomites were saying that they're going to feel it, and they're going to regret it. All right, so all this stuff, like it's not going to be all fine and dandy, and ultimately even Esau will regret it. All right. On top of that, I forgot what it was. I lost my train of thought. It was Yahawadah, I'll come back to it. But anyway, as a result of that, though, the true laborious workforces, because Jake is Jake, or Southern Kingdom, and I guess Northern Kingdom too, but Jake is one of the most hard-working people. All right. And oh yeah, now I remember. It was Sirach chapter 12, I think. Bear with me to get this. Sirach chapter 14, Slakia, verse 7, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. All right? So all that DEI, yeah, that was the thing. That was what it was called. All that DEI that Esau was trying to push, all right, within recent years, replacing or changing the ethnicity of commonly known to be Edomite characters to be so-called dark-skinned and whatnot. All right, all that is intentional, and it's to piss off Esau, Edom. All right, to make them more angry at us, because as Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5 says, let me just get it instead of saying that. Ezekiel 35 verse 5 also. I wanted to get I forgot. Yahawadah will remind me. Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Yeah, basically that's it. That's the point. Esau has a perpetual hatred towards us. All right, now I remember what the precept was. It's Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right. So, these are the spirits that are being created to appease the wrath of YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN. Right. And we see that with how angry Esau has been getting with the whole DEI thing. All right. Which again, it means DEI stands for diversity, equality, and inclusion. I think it's equality and inclusion. All right. So because Esau has been using these main media, all right, these major media to include Jake into a lot of stuff. All right. The Edomites have been saying, "Oh, why are they always forcing us to look at these dark-skinned characters and whatnot?" All right, which, by the way, like that's kind of crazy how it is incredibly hypocritical for them to be talking like that when, way back when, Jake barely had any really good character, so-called dark skin characters to identify with. All right, so it's incredibly hypocritical when, on top of that, they were the ones that were saying that it doesn't matter, just enjoy the character and whatnot. All right, but then when the roles are reversed, that's when they have to complain. When the characters are dark skinned, then they complain about it. But when they used to have an all-white cast for literally anything, that's when, just who cares about it? Just enjoy the media. The show is good, blah blah blah, or the game is good, whatever. All right. So as a result of that, this is where we're at now, showing their hypocrisy and the childishness of Esau Edom. All right. And the Lord is building these spirits up, because also if you look at how politics have been going on right now, a lot of people are very angry, right? People are very sad as well. You have a lot of the liberals that were liberal women that were crying online, on TikTok, on YouTube, or whatever. Oh my God, Trump won! This is the worst thing, blah blah. All right, it quite literally does not matter. All right, because the number one, the presidency is selected, not elected. All right, Kamala never had a chance to begin with. On top of that, on top of that, the second thing was that both Donald Trump and Kamala they're all a part of the elites, and they all have the same agenda at hand. They all want the same thing. And politicians lie a lot, all right? They're made to lie, or they're made to, hide the truth from people, all right? So of course, you might think, Kamala Harris cares about women and stuff like that. So let's vote for her, or she's a woman, she's a dark-skinned woman. Like, we should definitely vote for her. When, by the way, she's not even an Israelite, right? She's either a Amalekite or a so-called Indian, right? Because that's where her father is. On top of that, another thing is with politics, you have this dude Obama that's constantly talking and making speeches about Donald Trump. Like, it's like, what is your purpose? Like, why are you still involved? All right, you don't see any of these other former presidents going around and putting their business in, putting their noses in other people's business. It's like, what's the point? What's the point of all this? All right, it's like, and that's the thing. Like, Esau is always showing you, like, who are the puppets? Who are the people that are actually, being used to appeal to the people? All right. Who are the people that are actually being used to appeal to everyone? Okay, Obama is a major player in terms of appealing to the wide audience. A lot of people like him, obviously, except for the conservatives and whatnot. They despise him. All right. So they despise him because he's so-called dark skin and whatnot. All right. And that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it, because he put in Obamacare and whatnot, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know all the specifics of Obamacare, but apparently it's something that's positive. Shit, I have called YAHAWAH. I have not been to the hospital for the longest time. All right, call YAHAWAH. But the main thing is, the main thing is that people hate Obama. They say Obama's this, Obama's that. Oh, we don't want Obamacare. And you have Donald Trump, who's over here saying, oh, I'm going to fix Obamacare. I'm going to take it up. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And he's basically regurgitating the stuff that he wants his followers to believe in. Regurgitating the stuff that he wants his followers to believe in. The same rhetoric or whatever. And making sure that they have something to rally on. And that's the thing. A lot of people are very easily manipulated by certain key words, all right? And that's the thing. Like, let's say, for example, that's one of Esau's skills, right? That's psychological. It's in psychology. With if you say killing people, there's two options. We can kill a bunch of people, and we can kill, or we can what's it called? We can hurt a bunch of people, all right? So let's say killing people sounds worse, all right? But the way that they will do it is they will dress up the word killing people, all right, to convince you to think that hurting people is worse. And the way they do it is like say like this. So you have these two options: A, killing people; B, hurting people. So let's say they just say, we don't want to bring pain to people. It is a very inhumane thing. So instead, what we want to do, we want to spare people the pain that they're going to go through, all right, by giving them mercy. Okay, we're going to grant them mercy, all right? And this is all to paint plan B, which is just hurting people, in order to better convince people to do plan A, all right? When it comes, and that's also what politicians do, all right? Politicians do that all the time, where they dress up these two bad decisions, all right? That's one of Esau's demonic tricks. That it's like witchcraft, all right? That's one of Esau's witchcraft in order to manipulate people, all right? And this is why you have to actually delve deep into the stuff, because there are a lot of people that genuinely know how to manipulate people in that way, all right? And that's why Esau never directly answers questions. He dances around questions, stalls and whatnot, rather than just saying, just answering a yes or no question with yes or no. He has to make a full-on story and explanation in order to let me get this as a maker. John chapter 8, verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right? So as a result of that, So as a result of that, he's gonna find any type of way to lie, cheat, and steal. All right? You'll never get a direct answer. All right? And there are specific trainings and things that politicians are taught to do in order to better politic, when they're on camera and on TV and whatnot. All right? They don't care about honesty and stuff like that. That's just how what's the word? Being a politician is. Okay, but how well can you lie? All right, and honestly that's in most of Esau's big major government jobs. Okay, being a lawyer, and that's not even. That's also another thing where lawyers, when they're prosecuting you or when they're defending you, it doesn't matter whether someone actually did it or not. The only thing that matters is are they able to convince the jury? Are they able to convince the judge and whatnot that they deserve to be punished, even if they did do it or not, even if they didn't do it, slocky, and because like that's another thing with that one. There was this one documentary or kind of like a reenactment of some what's it called? There was a crime where this woman was attacked and raped by a singular Edomite dude. I believe it was an Edomite dude. I think that's what they said. And basically the cops, they had just rounded up a bunch of random Jake teenagers, be them so-called black kids and so-called Hispanic kids, right? They had rounded them up and basically were trying to force them to take the blame or blame their friends and whatnot, all right? That's basically what happened, all right? When all of them weren't even present or even around that woman. They were just out at night, right? They were just out at night, which, that's another thing, which kind of leads into the thing. Maybe I can get this. Sirach chapter 12 verse 3, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. All right. So obviously, if you're always trying to be around the wrong crowd and whatnot, trying to enjoy Babylon for what it is, okay, instead of just minding your own business, trying to stay out of trouble, all right, not going out when you don't need to. That's one of the biggest things. You always have Jake that wants to go out unnecessarily, all right? And there's nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with going out to take a walk and whatnot, all right? But what you're supposed to do, we don't need to do it, but stay active, do some exercises and whatnot. But outside of that, you're always out in the wrong crowd. You're always out at night when you should take your ass home, all right? And that's the thing. You always have these these young Jakes, or the new term, young niggas, all right, going out and looking for trouble when they have no business being out and about causing trouble. And that's the thing. You have these Jakes that are so demonic and want to start trouble and want to be a part of something evil, okay? I did a lesson where some random Moabite or Ammonite dude just got beat up by a bunch of Jakes for literally no reason. They literally just threw a brick at his car. He got out to check it, and then they went and jumped him, literally for nothing. Like, this is the type of stuff. Which I'm not saying that for out of pity for the Moabite and Ammonite, man. That's like a whole different problem altogether. But it just goes to show that these 2/3 Jakes really need to be destroyed, because they're over here attacking people for nothing, for no reason at all. You have what the fuck is your problem? Like these are the Jakes that need to be destroyed. These are the 2/3 that the Lord is going to put His judgment on, and these are also the people that the Lord is going to allow His sword, Esau, Edom, to go and destroy. Let me get that. I believe it's Psalms 17 verse 13. Psalm 17, verse 13, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. So the wicked, Esau, Edom, is the Lord's sword. All right. These cops, all right, they are the sword of YAHAWASHI and MANASHAH. Okay. The Lord's not gonna make. Let me actually get that. Proverbs 12, verse 21, there shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. All right? So this is the thing. If you have faith in the Lord, if you're a righteous man or woman of YAHAWAH and His, the Lord's not going to let some evil fall upon you or let you be attacked by these devils, by either demons of the Lord's sword or even, these demonic ass 2/3 jakes. All right, the Lord is going to protect you. The Lord is going to protect you. Okay, this is a definitive statement. All right, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's if you are righteous and doing your part. Okay, and the thing about this is, like, as I said before, if you are a part of that, like, you really need to, like, have some self-control and separate yourself. As the Lord said, be ye separate. Okay, let me get that. Second Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17, wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. All right? So, be ye separate, all right? Be separate from these demons that are basically tainting and making you wicked, all right? Making you think that being bad is good, all right? Being bad is just bad, flat out, okay? And that's a stupid thing for me to say, but like, this is the stuff that objectively needs to be understood, all right? So now, with that in mind, we really have to be more mindful of our surroundings and, the people that we let in our inner circle, all right? Now more so than ever, okay? Things are not so happy-go-lucky or safe, okay? As a matter of fact, these are gradually getting worse, all right? You should be able to see that with America's freaking election thing, all right? People aren't happy about this, and on top of that, Trump has, as I said before, Trump has been riling up a spirit in the Edomites, okay, to want to hurt Jake, to want to think that it's okay to hate Jake, okay? It's okay to be open about hating Jake, all right? And that's another thing, which I believe through the spirit and power of Yahawadah, the Lord has been telling me about, all right? I believe that, this is a gradual change. All right, so what we have to look forward to is some extended I don't know about extended, but some hardship, and with the fucking in terms of the whole Trump giving immunity to cops, all right, really, while it does sound very bad, all right, as I said before, like, if you are someone that is always, minimizing the amount of times that you go out and about, minimizing the amount of times that you go out and about for whatever reason, all right, you're already not someone that likes to go hanging out and driving in Babylon, then you really don't have to worry too much, because you're just going to work, going to the store, going to wherever you need to go, all right, and then just hurrying your ass home, all right. if you're hurrying your ass home and staying out of trouble, then you really don't have much to worry about, okay? Because you're not trying to find trouble. That's what a lot of these 2/3 are doing. They're looking for trouble. They're trying to find a reason to have Esau want to attack them, and that's what they do a lot of times, all right? That's what they do a lot of times. They look for reasons to go after you. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that Esau is never at fault. Yes, there are going to be times where Esau is going to go after someone that didn't do anything, but at the same time, the Lord is going to make it so that you're able to make it out of that, all right? So to protect you if you are righteous, all right? And a lot of times, even for the people that didn't do anything to warrant a police stopping them or police killing them, that's still judgment from the Lord, because you might not have done something. Just as when I was growing up, just as I always used to hear, I might not have gotten in trouble because I did something at that moment, but it's because it's something that I might have gotten away with before, right? And so that's the same thing with the Lord. The Lord said, that's the same thing with the Lord, where the Lord might not have punished you for something that you did before, but now He's bringing that punishment. Now He's punishing you for it now. Okay, so that's why we need to do our best to keep ourselves clean, abstain from sin, abstain from wickedness. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. Also the faith, just edifying. Letting you know, giving you a warning of what's to come, so you can be prepared. With that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, ZABAWALAN, ZEBULON, the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, AHPARYAM, and SHAMAIWAN.